Donald Trump has made a name for himself as the business world's Midas Touch, turning everything his name touches into gold. But as much as people praise him for his success, a lot can still be said about his failures. In this video, we'll be going over Donald Trump's failed business ventures, detailing everything that went wrong and all the lessons that can be learned from it. Stick around until the end of the video to see all the things you could avoid. A short Donald Trump history. Donald Trump is a billionaire, celebrity, and now former president of the United States of America.
Where I could stand in the middle of Fifth Avenue and shoot somebody and I wouldn't lose any voters, okay? It's like incredible.
Donald Trump grew up with a diamond-encrusted spoon in his mouth, fathered by a real estate mogul that ensured that Donald would be a millionaire as soon as he hit 10 years old. To say that Donald Trump's life was comfortable would be an understatement. Donald Trump was mentored early on by his father to follow in his footsteps as a big businessman, and Donald Trump has indeed succeeded. Donald Trump now owns multiple high-value properties all over the world, some of which he uses for leisure, but most of which generate him millions of dollars annually. Though his life may be successful and glamorous now, it wasn't always golden. Here are just some of his business blunders. Number 1. Trump Shuttle. Trump is nothing if not extravagant. And what better way to say I have lots of money than to buy your own airline? In 1988, Trump purchased the Eastern Air Shuttle, a short-haul airline that operated flights on the heavily traveled Boston-New York City, Washington, D.C. route. Donald Trump bought the airline with the desire to transform it into a luxury service, and his first order of business was, of course, to deck every corner of their aircrafts with gold trim. This included golden bathroom fixtures, plush seats with golden trim, and other amenities. While the business of luxury airlines are commonplace right now, Trump Shuttle was a little too ahead of the market. The airline market was highly competitive, and the pending economic crisis didn't help either. Because of this, in 1990, just 2 years after Trump's acquisition, the Trump Shuttle faced financial difficulties and the ownership was transferred to a group of banks. This was practically a death sentence for the business, and the Trump Shuttle officially closed down in 1992. Number 2. Trump Steaks. Donald Trump beefed with other people so much that eventually it turned into a business. Meet Trump Steaks, Donald Trump's own foray into the premium meat industry. The company offered premium cuts of beef and other meats, touting them as being high quality, gourmet, and all the other buzzwords that were meant to reflect luxury and exclusivity. The steaks were initially sold through a shop called the Sharper Image, a store that was meant for gadgets and gizmos. A weird decision, for sure, but regardless, it was still a highly anticipated business. This was supposed to be Wagyu before Wagyu hit the mainstream, but this ended up being a massive disappointment for foodies. The Trump steaks were considered expensive, and some critics questioned the quality of the meat. It wasn't the highest of high grade, as the price tag would suggest, and for that, the company was soon discontinued. Number 3. Trump Vodka. If there are two things every wealthy young adult craves for, it would be good meat and good alcohol. This was the concept behind Trump Vodka. Trump Vodka as a business is pretty self-explanatory. Launched in 2006, Trump wanted to enter the premium vodka market. The marketing for Trump Vodka emphasized high-quality luxury vodka that reflected the Trump brand's image of opulence and success. Heck, even just having the bottle was enough of a statement of how rich you are. Sadly, the product was a blunder. Trump Vodka didn't have enough hype around it as it was introduced, and the market was already saturated by vodka brands that wanted to be luxurious. Because of this, Trump Vodka discontinued shortly due to lukewarm reception by the market. But this wasn't the only drink Trump had in mind. Number 4. Trump Ice. Trump not only wanted to enter the alcoholic drink market, he wanted to leave a mark on the beverage market in general. That's why Trump had the bright idea of making his own Trump-branded bottled waters named Trump Ice. Launched in the early 2000s, Trump Ice aimed to capitalize on the growing market for bottled water. Like every other product on this list with Trump's name, the product was marketed as the premium and high-end bottled water experience. The product was also exclusively distributed at Trump's properties, meaning Trump Ice was more of a status symbol than an actual drink. Think Evian, but twice as opulent and half as aesthetically pleasing. No one really wanted to buy bottled water with Donald Trump's face on the label, and so the company was eventually discontinued. Number 5. Trump Casinos. As they say in Vegas, the house always wins. This is true, as long as the house doesn't have the Trump branding. Donald Trump has tried time and time again to enter the luxury casino market, and every time his good old dad has been there to bail him out. One such casino is the Trump Taj Mahal, an Atlantic City casino that was opened in the 90s. While the casino was really successful at first, offering more of the opulence that Donald Trump was known for, the casino still faced financial difficulties. Maybe too much of the budget went to golden cabinet handles. These financial difficulties eventually led to the Trump Taj Mahal filing for bankruptcy. But it doesn't stop there. Trump opened another casino called the Trump Plaza Hotel and Casino, and it suffered much of the same fate as Trump Taj Mahal. Declining revenue and rising competition signaled the end of the Trump Plaza Hotel and Casino, eventually ending in another bankruptcy. While Trump is successful in multiple fields, it's obvious no matter how much he tries to fit a square peg into a round hole, the casino industry is not for him. Since then, Trump has steered away from the world of casinos and instead put his money towards golf clubs. Number 6. Trump University. Trump University was a for-profit education company founded by Donald Trump in 2004. Though to call it a university would be a stretch, considering the Trump University only offered a series of programs and seminars that taught students Trump's real estate investment strategies. These programs would be taught by instructors that were hand-picked by Trump, which honestly isn't a great selling point. In fact, Trump University was actually under fire because of Trump's hand-picked instructors. Trump University was sued by multiple students, claiming that the programs misled students with false claims about the quality of the education and the instructors' expertise. This lawsuit prompted Donald Trump to cough up $25 million in settlement fees and eventually retire the company altogether. Number 7. Trump Mortgage. Trump Mortgage was a short-lived venture into the mortgage business by Donald Trump. Launched in 2006, it was intended to capitalize on the booming real estate market and provide mortgage services to individuals seeking home loans. This business venture sounded great on paper, but the timing of the business's introduction was more than unfortunate. Trump Mortgage was launched just as the housing bubble popped, sending the housing market plummeting in freefall. This housing market downturn caused Trump Mortgage to quickly shut down due to financial reasons. Number 8. Truth Social. Depending on the time and day that you're watching this, Truth Social may be crashing and burning or already a pile of ashes. Established in 2022 after Donald Trump got banned from Twitter, Truth Social was supposed to be a home for all his fans and believers who think that Twitter, or X, has censored people one too many times. Truth Social is a social media platform that's meant to be a safe space for Trump's more open-minded followers. Despite this open invite to his followers, as it turns out, the people who follow Donald Trump care very little about their own political agenda. While the company and platform itself has not crashed and burnt yet, the financial statements speak volumes for the company's future. So while Donald Trump is a genius when it comes to investing his wealth in bigger projects, not everything hits. It's a common trend for Donald Trump to slap his name on any product and call it luxurious, but most of the failed items here are due to Trump's lack of knowledge in the industry. You don't trust a real estate billionaire to serve you your steaks, your vodka, or your bottled water, and especially not your education. As a businessman, it's important to know your niche and keep with it, developing and branching out only when you've done enough research into the market. Because if you haven't, you may as well just be throwing your stacks of cash to the wall and seeing what sticks.